Traveling to the Maldives is a dream for many, known worldwide as a tropical paradise. With its crystal-clear waters, white sandy beaches and luxurious resorts, it's often seen as the ultimate getaway. But is this breathtaking destination truly the paradise it claims to be? Beneath its idyllic surface, the Maldives hides some dark and shocking realities. While visitors can witness stunning natural beauty, from starry skies to glowing bioluminescent waters, there's another side to this island nation that few talk about. Despite the wealth brought in by tourism, many women here feel insecure and unhappy, and the country faces growing challenges that threaten its very existence. Why has this destination been labeled as one of the most dangerous islands in the world? What hidden truths have gone unnoticed? In today's travel documentary, Life unveils 15 eye-opening facts about the Maldives that may change the way you see this so-called paradise. 15. A travel paradise like no other. The Republic of Maldives spans just 298 square kilometers, making it one of the 10 smallest countries in the world. Its geography is unique. Most of its 1,190 islands are nothing more than fragile strips of land scattered across the vast Indian Ocean. In fact, only about 200 islands have enough landmass to sustain permanent residents. Despite being Asia's smallest country, the Maldives has undergone an incredible transformation. Once an isolated island nation with a struggling economy, it has now become one of the top 26 beach destinations in the world, drawing millions of tourists every year. A diver's dream destination. Beyond its picturesque landscapes, the Maldives is a true paradise for divers. Its waters are home to some of the most breathtaking coral reefs on the planet. Here you can snorkel among vibrant reefs teeming with clownfish, butterfly fish, and angelfish, creating an underwater spectacle unlike any other. But it's not just the small marine life that makes the Maldives special. This island nation is also home to majestic ocean giants, including manta rays with wingspans of up to 7 meters, gliding effortlessly through the emerald waters. If you're lucky, you might even spot a hawksbill sea turtle, a critically endangered species that still finds refuge in the Maldives' pristine ecosystem. For those looking for a once-in-a-lifetime experience, a seaplane ride over the Maldives is unparalleled. From the air, the islands appear like glowing emerald gems set in an endless turquoise sea, each surrounded by perfectly white beaches. And to end your day in pure luxury, nothing beats dining at one of the Maldives' world-famous underwater restaurants, where you can enjoy gourmet cuisine while surrounded by the wonders of the deep. But does the Maldives truly deserve the title of travel paradise? If you believe it does, comment with the number 2. If you have doubts, comment with the number 4. We appreciate your feedback. And if you're curious about what lies behind paradise, wait until you hear fact number 3. It might just change your perception of the Maldives forever. The Maldives may soon disappear forever. As climate change accelerates, rising sea levels threaten this tropical paradise. Imagine, in just a few decades, these beautiful islands could be submerged. It's a stark reminder of the urgent need for global action. While the Maldives is an extraordinary destination, there are important cultural and environmental factors that visitors need to be aware of. As a predominantly Muslim nation, local customs must be respected. Outside of private resorts, tourists are required to wear modest clothing, covering shoulders and knees while avoiding short skirts on local islands. While alcohol is freely available at resorts, its consumption is strictly prohibited elsewhere. Additionally, public displays of affection are frowned upon in Maldivian society. But beyond cultural norms, a far greater concern looms over the Maldives. Its very survival is at risk. With rising sea levels threatening its existence, scientists warn that the Maldives could be completely submerged within the next century. This means that future generations may never get the chance to witness its beauty. If you've ever dreamed of visiting the Maldives, do it before it's too late. This is not just a travel slogan but a serious warning. Rising sea levels due to climate change threaten the very existence of the Maldives. The highest point in the Maldives is on the island of Gafu Alifu Venal, located in the southern part of the country. It stands just 2.3 meters above sea level, making it the lowest high point on Earth, according to the Guinness World Records. 80% of the Maldives is below 2 meters above sea level. The islands are formed from coral reefs and limestone, remnants of ancient marine creatures, resulting in a low and flat terrain. With current projections, scientists warn that the Maldives could be submerged by 2050 if sea levels continue to rise. This is not an empty threat. For example, in 2004, the Indian Ocean tsunami caused 20 islands to disappear from the map. Newlyweds always dream of a honeymoon trip to enjoy wonderful moments together, and the Maldives is one of the top choices for couples worldwide. However, few know that this beautiful resort destination is also famous for having the highest divorce rate, leaving many women in the country living in constant worry. In many Muslim countries, divorce is frowned upon, but in this small Indian Ocean nation, the process is not overly complicated. In 2022, the Maldives recorded a divorce rate of 10.97 divorces per 1,000 people, the highest ever noted in the Guinness World Records. Recently, this number has decreased to 5.52 divorces per 1,000 people. For both men and women in the Maldives, divorce is not seen as the end of marital issues but rather a means to rediscover purpose and identity when a relationship becomes too bleak. For example, Aisha, living in the capital Male, is about to get married for the third time. She explains that both men and women sometimes marry very young and are not always responsible in their commitments. Those who have divorced do not believe they have done anything wrong and are still accepted in society. Getting married in the Maldives is quite easy. However, in recent years, the Maldivian government has made significant strides in promoting gender equality and controlling the divorce rate. Nevertheless, like in other Muslim countries, polygamy is legal and exists in the Maldives, though it is not common. Current laws require courts to assess a man's financial situation before allowing him to take additional wives. Could polygamy be one of the main reasons for the high divorce rate in the Maldives? If you think so, comment with the number 1. If not, comment with the number 0. Thank you for your feedback. Yes, you heard that right. In 2009, Maldives President Mohammed Nasheed held a special cabinet meeting underwater. The purpose? To raise global awareness about the threats facing our oceans and the crucial role freshwater plays in our survival. On October 17, 2009, at a depth of 5 meters below sea level, Nasheed and 13 ministers dressed in diving gear signed a declaration calling for urgent climate action. This bold and symbolic move attracted international media attention, sparking discussions about the vulnerability of island nations like the Maldives. It also led to more concrete steps toward protecting the oceans globally. Nasheed's initiative not only highlighted the seriousness of climate change but also inspired other world leaders to take meaningful action against this urgent issue. As night falls, the beach comes alive, resembling a brilliant blue Milky Way beneath your feet. This spectacular phenomenon is created by tiny single-celled organisms called phytoplankton, which emit light when disturbed. On moonless nights, these living stars make the oceans sparkle like diamonds, creating a mesmerizing and surreal sight. Bioluminescence, a natural chemical reaction within these organisms, lights up the shore, making you feel as if you are walking among the stars. This enchanting display, often referred to as the Sea of Stars, is most spectacular at the end of summer, transforming Vadu into a radiant paradise. For these organisms, bioluminescence is a defense mechanism, but for visitors, it offers an unforgettable journey through one of nature's most wondrous marvels. Swimming at night on the bioluminescent beaches of the Maldives is an incredibly unique experience, allowing visitors to immerse themselves in the cool water and admire the tiny sparkling lights all around them. Life in the Maldives has long been intertwined with the sea, and the locals' deep understanding of the ocean is reflected in their ancient boat-building techniques. Using only wood without nails or metal, Maldivians have preserved a traditional craftsmanship that can still be admired in the Maldives Lounge in Barros, alongside nearly 400-year-old maps. The close connection to the sea also influences the architecture of homes in the Maldives. Traditional Maldivian houses are made from wood and designed to be easily dismantled, transported, and reassembled elsewhere. This is crucial as the Maldives faces high erosion risks, requiring frequent relocation of homes. These houses feature semi-open verandas that provide ventilation and airflow, making them well-suited for the tropical climate. Notably, outdoor toilets are common, maximizing the use of nature while maintaining a sense of closeness to the environment. Coconut wood, known for its durability and termite resistance, is the primary material used in construction, while roofs are often made from palm fronds or coconut leaves, providing shade and natural cooling. Many homes are adorned with traditional floral patterns, reflecting the cultural beauty of the Maldivian people. Here's a bit of science, but not the boring kind. Sand is created by the gradual erosion of larger materials over millions of years, eventually forming the fine grains that slip between your toes as you walk along the beach. You probably already knew that, right? But here's something you might not know. Most of the world's sand is made up of rocks like quartz, granite, or feldspar. However, the Maldives is different. The coral surrounding these islands, which creates excellent diving spots, is the same material that has been broken down to form the island's beaches. Only 5% of all beaches worldwide are made up of coral sand, and the Maldives is home to some of the most beautiful white sands you'll ever see. If you remember our previous travel documentary about Alaska, where dogs are warmly welcomed but cats face restrictions, the Maldives presents a contrasting perspective. Here, dogs are not welcomed due to cultural and religious beliefs. However, cats are deeply loved. While devout Muslims may not keep pets indoors, stray cats roam freely across the islands, from the bustling streets of Male to the more remote inhabited islands. These strays are not your typical alley cats. Many have striking blue eyes and long, beautiful fur. Cats are considered clean animals in Islam, and although there are no sacred animals in the faith, it is believed that the Prophet Muhammad had a beloved cat named Mueza. This connection has nurtured a natural affection for cats, and in the Maldives they are truly cherished. While most modern transactions occur in the invisible world of digital finance, cash has been the primary means of exchanging wealth for centuries. Before intricately designed paper and metal currencies, civilizations often used more natural objects as currency. In Africa, India, and some regions of ancient China, lightweight and unforgeable cowrie shells became a favored form of money. The beaches of the Maldives were once covered with these shells, which the locals used as their currency. Though this is no longer the case, these natural coins became so significant to the country that their images are still used as symbols for the Maldives monetary authority today. It may sound surprising, but despite being a flatland prone to flooding, the Maldives suffers from severe water scarcity. The primary reason lies in the unique terrain of this island nation. The Maldives is an archipelago of over 1,100 low-lying coral islands with shallow groundwater and minimal rainfall. Fresh water is primarily sourced from rainwater, groundwater, and the desalination of seawater. Climate change worsens this crisis. Rising sea levels contaminate groundwater sources, while prolonged droughts reduce rainfall, severely impacting the lives of Maldivians and their ecosystem. The Maldivian government, along with international organizations, is working to implement various water conservation measures. Candlehu Island is a prime example of effective water conservation practices using reverse osmosis technology to convert seawater into safe drinking water, providing fresh water for locals and tourists while minimizing environmental impact. The coconut tree, with its graceful beauty and immense value, is considered the national symbol of the Maldives and even appears on the country's flag. Visitors can easily spot tall coconut palms casting shade over the white sands, creating a perfect natural setting. These trees not only enhance the Maldives' breathtaking landscape, but also hold deep cultural significance. They can grow up to 30 meters tall and live for over 100 years, providing coconuts, wood, and shelter for generations. Beyond their practical uses, coconut trees are deeply intertwined with Maldivian traditions, appearing in legends, festivals, and artworks. Their lush green fronds and abundant fruit make them a true symbol of resilience and life in the Maldives. The Maldives is a global leader in environmental protection. As a low-lying nation threatened by climate change, the government has prioritized strict environmental regulations. One of the most notable policies is the ban on single-use plastics to prevent ocean pollution. Marine life is also strictly protected, with fishing regulations ensuring that the country's vibrant coral reefs and diverse ecosystems remain preserved. Special no-fishing zones have been established, and coral restoration projects encourage locals and tourists to participate in conservation efforts. But is the reality as beautiful as it seems? Tourists visiting the Maldives are often shocked to see massive piles of trash on local islands and plastic waste floating in the sea. This troubling issue tarnishes the reputation of a nation known for its pristine beaches and clear waters. Filafushi, an island just 7 kilometers from the capital Male, has been dubbed the garbage island of the Maldives. Established in 1992, Thilafushi receives about 1,200 tons of waste every day. Poor waste management has led to plastic bottles, food packaging, and general waste covering the landscape. Worse still, toxic smoke from burning waste releases heavy metals and pollutants, threatening marine life and the health of nearby residents. This environmental crisis isn't limited to Thilafushi. On islands like Gulhi and Mafushi, food waste from both local communities and resorts is dumped straight into the sea, while piles of plastic waste await incineration when wind conditions are favorable. This reckless waste disposal has turned these areas into pollution hotspots, raising concerns about sustainability in paradise. Today the Maldives is known as a 100% Muslim nation, but few are aware of its rich Buddhist history. Before the 12th century, Buddhism was the state religion of the Maldives. Introduced during the expansion of Emperor Ashoka, it played a central role in shaping the spiritual and cultural life of the people for centuries. Archaeological remnants such as Buddha statues and monasteries still exist on many islands, reflecting Buddhism's profound influence during this period. A historical turning point occurred when Muslim traders arrived, gradually shifting the religious beliefs of the Maldivian people. By the 12th century, Islam became the dominant faith. The Portuguese attempted to introduce Christianity in the 16th century but were unsuccessful. Although Buddhism is no longer practiced, its heritage remains embedded in Maldivian culture. Annual festivals like Bodu Mas celebrate Buddhist traditions, and ancient relics, such as a 12th century temple on Mafushi Island, are still preserved today. Despite being a predominantly Muslim nation, the Maldivian people continue to respect other religions, creating a unique cultural blend that fascinates visitors from around the world. Unlike most countries where the weekend falls on Saturday and Sunday, in the Maldives the weekend is on Friday and Saturday. This is similar to other Muslim-majority countries such as Egypt, Jordan, and Oman. This schedule stems from Islamic traditions, with Friday being a sacred day for prayer and religious activities. As a result, government agencies, businesses, and schools in the Maldives typically close on Fridays and Saturdays. For visitors, this is an important detail to keep in mind. Some services and accommodations, especially on local islands, may not operate during the weekend. Travelers should plan their trips and book services in advance, particularly if they intend to participate in activities or tours on these days. While some high-end resorts operate normally throughout the week, it's always best to check ahead. We've uncovered 15 fascinating truths about the Maldives, from its pristine beaches and unique wildlife to its environmental struggles and forgotten history. If today's travel documentary provided you with helpful information, please give it a like, subscribe to Life, and share this video with everyone. Stay tuned for more incredible journeys.